What's up, guys? Game Nut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 16 Ultimate Team. Today for you guys, we are going to be fighting for that first round bye into the playoffs. We've already made it to the playoffs itself, but you guys know we're trying to fight, win our next 3 straight games, and skip a game into the playoffs once we actually make it there. So, just a quick side note for you guys though, I know my uploads have been really slow lately, and I apologize for that. But I'm ready to start grinding out some videos for you guys and start uploading on a consistent basis again, because I miss doing that. I really want to continue to upload a lot more videos for you guys. So hopefully you are all ready for a bunch of Madden content to come out to you guys. Now, starting things off as usual, we have our 3 free promo pro packs. We get absolutely nothing out of them. They've been awful for me this year, so we go ahead and do a couple of gold player pack upgrades. Now, basically with these, they added these into the game probably about a week ago. All you have to do is add 7 silver players into this set, and you get yourself a gold player until we move forward and we get 85 overall Team of the Week Elite Charles Woodson. I mean, what a way to turn 7 silver players who, at the most, you quick sell them, you're only going to get a couple hundred coins. You turn those couple hundred coins into basically 28,000 coins. So what an epic pull. That was absolutely amazing. Go ahead and actually get that guy out of that. So looking at my lineup, nothing has changed whatsoever as we go into our first game of the day here. You can see we're currently 5-2 in the season. Like I said, we've got to win our last 3 to make it to get that first round bye. And I know I told you guys in the last episode I was looking to get a new free safety for my team, but right now I like the way my team is. I'm probably going to go ahead and get that free safety in the next episode of who you guys decided on. So starting things off here, 1st and 10, we go to our reliable tight end, Travis Kelce. He picks up a first down. One play later on a 2nd and 3, I was going to go to a wide receiver screen to Keenan Allen until I saw my opponent sending the heat and pressing every single one of my receivers. So I sent him on all verticals, which leaves Arian Foster wide open in the middle of the field. And all that is left to do for this man is to just dance around the defenders in front of him and put up 6. I mean, that was an incredible play for Arian Foster to just turn that into 6 points, dancing around the guys that were in front of him. And he puts us up 7-0 already into this game. So, 40 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter for my opponent. He's obviously a Steelers fan. He's got Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell. So, we're skipping forward. You can see that my opponent has taken a ton of time off of the clock trying to score. On a 3rd and 4, just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. He is unable to convert, but you guys know this is Madden. Everybody goes for it on 4th down. And of course, he's able to convert, and he gets himself a touchdown in the second quarter. Now, you guys will also notice on the scoreboard, it is 8-7. My opponent did decide to go for the 2-point conversion, and he did convert it, obviously. So on a 1st and 10, with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, we are trying to put some points on the board, and Keenan Allen says, "I got you." He's getting a crazy reception and getting us down in some great field position to be able to get some points on the board. So on a 3rd and 27, this guy is just showing up once again for us. Travis Kelce converting for 29 yards, I believe is what that play was. So a couple plays later, we've taken some time off the clock. It is a 4th and goal. We're going for it with Arian Foster, and he walks in untouched, putting us up another touchdown against my opponent. So we move forward on into this game. It's currently in the 3rd quarter, 2 minutes left. My opponent already had to pump me the ball back. The score is still the exact same. On a 2nd and 10, I can see my opponent again trying to send the heat. And that's a mistake. I mean, if you want to continue to send the heat on me, I'm just going to send this dude on a streak route down the field. Travis Kelce picking up a touchdown, his first of the day for us, and putting us up 20-8. I failed to get the 2-point conversion, but it doesn't matter. We're still up 12 points on my opponent. So into the 4th quarter now, 3rd and 14 for my opponent, going back to his star on offense, Le'Veon Bell, unable to convert once again. But of course, you already know he's going for it on a 4th down. So on a 4th and 5, he's looking to the side of the field for his wide receiver, who gets his feet in bounds, but is not past the 1st down marker. So we pick up after my opponent turns over the ball, and all that is left to do is just feed the guy who is just having an absolute amazing day for us. We got to take some time off the clock, and we did just that. You can see we've left my opponent with 26 seconds left on the clock and counting down. It is a 4th and 13 for him, and I don't think that we left any time from the clock for my opponent to be able to make a comeback. So, of course, you know, he's going to be just throwing it deep, seeing if he can get something going for him, and Eric Reed is there to swat that down and seal us the first victory of the day. So all we have to do is nail the ball, and just like that, we are now 6-2 in the season. We have 2 more games left. Hopefully we can get that first round bye. it would be absolutely incredible to do that and make it further on into the playoffs. So, our first promo pro pack here. We've actually got another set of free packs. You know, our 3 sets of promo pro packs, if I can get my words out. And finally, these free packs have been kind to us. Finally, we get an elite. I mean, it's not a crazy elite. Junior Galette, 85 overall. He's not a position we really need on this team whatsoever, but, I mean, an elite is elite. He sold for about like 12,000 coins or something like that. I will take it. I'm happy about it, but we move forward into our last promo pro pack here. We get a decent receiver in Brandon LaFell, but we also get a Matt Prater, 80 overall goal kicker, who goes into the line set, who again is going to sell for about like 12,000 coins. So those set of pro packs were actually pretty great. That was, you know, the best so far this year that we've had. So we're going into our next game here, jumping right into things. My opponent start things off with the ball, and his very first play of the game, he throws the ball to the wrong jersey. Antonio Cromartie is there to intercept that, but unfortunately for us, the offense could not get anything going for him. So we had to put my opponent the ball, but it's okay because it's the same thing for my opponent. He took a bunch of time off the clock. It was a 3rd and 1 for him, and he couldn't get anything going for him whatsoever. So we've already got 30 seconds left in the first quarter. We're pinned up against our own 4-yard line, and I mean, what else is there to do besides give it to this guy? Travis Kelce takes that for 78 yards and puts us in easy field goal range. So now we're on a 3rd and 9 into the second quarter until I do this. I mean, I saw him standing in front of my receiver, and I still pushed the button to throw it to Keenan Allen. Don't ask me why I did. Really, don't ask me, because I don't have an explanation for it whatsoever. I just threw it for some reason, but thankfully, Tyrann Mathieu comes out and says, I've got you. I'm giving you a second chance to come out and put some points on the board before we go into the halftime. So, going back to the same dude who is just putting up yards over yards. Travis Kelce. Another guy, now on a 1st and 10. Another guy on our team who is just putting the team on his back, playing wide receiver for us. Arian Foster on the wide receiver screen. So on a 2nd and 6, Russell Wilson scans the field, cannot see anybody open. He decides to take this one himself, and he gets about 9 yards on that carry. So it is a 1st and 10, 18 seconds left of the second quarter. We're rolling to the right side of the field with Russell Wilson. I look for Steve Smith Sr., and Travis Kelce, he takes the spotlight, and he snags the ball out of the air. And, I mean, if he wants to steal the spotlight from Steve Smith Sr., at least he turned it into 6 points, right? So now we're up 7-0 on my opponent. We're into the third quarter now. We give the ball to Steve Smith to start things off, and he says, you know what, Travis Kelce, you stole my spotlight, but I'm going to make you look bad right here by getting a 79-yard touchdown, breaking a couple of tackles on his way there. And, I mean, this dude, in real life and in my ultimate team, is just balling for us. So, we're saving a little bit of time for you guys. You can see 1st and 10 for my opponent. We're already into the fourth quarter. My opponent has taken all of this time off the clock. I mean, he's just taking the entire game to drive down the field. It is a 4th and 15. My opponent goes to his tight end, Martellus Bennett. And apparently I forgot how to use her, the middle linebacker, because I just let up a touchdown on a 4th and 15. And that was kind of costly. But, you know, all we have to do is just pick up a couple of first downs, waste some time off the clock, and we're good to go. So we're giving it off to Dwayne Bowe on a 2nd and 6. This dude's dancing around his defenders and is able to pick up a first down. But a couple plays later, we were unable to get a first down, but that's okay. We get a field goal, and now we're up 2 scores on my opponent, who has a minute left. But you guys already know, it takes him a long time to drive down the field. So on a 2nd and 10 now, he goes to his wide receiver, and I actually let him complete that pass, because if he wouldn't have completed the pass, the clock would have stopped. But he completed the pass, the clock kept going, but it doesn't matter, because again, I forgot how to use her, the middle linebacker. And my opponent scores, once again, is now 14-7 with 7 seconds left. My opponent has a chance to come back and win this game, but thankfully Kendall Wright was there to receive the onside kick, and we earn ourselves a 2nd victory of the day, and we're getting that much closer to earning the first round bye into the playoffs. So 7-2 in the season, last game of the season. Let's see if we can go ahead and get ourselves this first round bye. So we're playing against our own team, the Ravens. The same 2 teams playing. My opponent starts things off with the ball. It looks a little bit confusing because, you know, you can't really tell who's and who. So we're on defense right now. We're the away team. And my opponent on a 4th and 12 already with Marcus Mariota is unable to convert. So we're picking things off here in great field position. It is a 3rd and 5. We're going to Keenan Allen, our star wide receiver. And this guy is picking up a touchdown already in this game for us and putting us up 7-0. So my opponent now comes back out on his next drive, seeing if he can get something going for him. 2nd and 10, trying to scramble. Mario Williams says, I'm taking you down for a sack. And it is now 4th and 22. Again, my opponent, for some reason, early on in this game, is going for it on a 4th and long. He lobs it up deep to his wide receiver, Julio Jones. And thankfully, our safety is there to swat that down. And I think you guys can already tell what is about to happen. Early on in this game, I don't know why this happens, but I will take it. My opponent throws his PlayStation out the window, and he grants us a 1st round bye into the playoffs. There you guys have it. 8-2 on the season. We were able to do it. Get those 3 straight wins. I mean, the last one, my opponent quit early because I guess, he didn't really feel like playing or whatsoever. But you know what? I will take it. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this episode of Ultimate Team. Like I said, I'm ready to get back into consistent uploading for you guys. I'm really excited about getting back into making some videos. I truly am. I really appreciate you guys sticking around with me. It means the world. It really does. I appreciate it, you guys. But anyway, once again, it's going to be the end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to go ahead and let me know by dropping a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.